Hey folks, it's Jim. I thought I'd do a video. Remember, I had done, had suggested ticker symbol Olin, OLN, 100-year-old corporation that's always paid a dividend. Remember, I thought it was a good price around 1033 with the restructuring they were doing and all that. Well, here we are a very short time later, and Olin has gone from 1033 to 2750 in a very short period of time. So, those of you who did that owe me dinner when you come to me, right? Remember that. The dividend, however, and the reason why I'm doing this video is because this is what I do, okay? This is how I play the markets at times. And in this particular play, I'm taking my 170% profit off the table, reinvested it in oil. Okay, an oil infrastructure play, and I'll talk about that on the next video. I got mine at a really good price, but these oil stocks have been moving. However, because COVID's out of control right now, I think we're going to have a nice entry point again coming up here shortly, because we're probably going to go through some sort of lockdown like Europe is doing. I think England's going through one now. I think France has been talking about it, possibly Germany, a couple others, maybe Spain. I don't know. Look all this stuff up for yourself. Again, I never give advice of any kind. Let me enter my disclaimer here. This is not economics advice, financial advice, or advice of any kind. Seek out the professional advice that is right for you in all of your affairs. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so I've already taken my profits off the table, reinvested in an oil infrastructure play that's already yielded me back another 30% profit on the upside, plus a 12% dividend yield at the price that I bought it at, and it's a long-term mainstay of the U.S. infrastructure. So I feel pretty safe and secure with that stock. In fact, I may even buy more if we should get another oil sector correction due to an economic or an industry shutdown in the U.S. due to trying to slow this COVID thing down or whatever. Okay. So that may happen again. Oil stocks may go down again, which, hey, to me, that's going to be a great buying opportunity, okay? But again, this isn't advice of any kind. You do what you're supposed to do for you. But why did I sell Olin? If it's doing this well, why did I get rid of it? So what's my thinking on that? Well, I've taken a stock, I invested at 1033 and sold at 27 and a half. Now, reinvested that dividend into another stock that's already given me 30% plus a 12% dividend yield. Okay, so you see what I mean? I've already hit 100% of my initial investment, 200% return on my initial investment just in equity, but now I've got a long-term dividend payout of 12%. And that's what I do. This is my financial strategy and how I do it. And I might add, if you study people like Warren Buffett, if you'll notice, he provides preferred bonds and preferred stock for a reason. They pay higher dividend yields. If we're going to sit in money, we might as well be getting paid really well to do it. And that's the other thing I might add. The companies that I'm hunting down now, and I'll do another video on this, are paying extremely high dividend yields. If they can sustain them, they're going to become very valuable going forward when the banks can't raise interest rates. Where are people going to put money? The only place they're going to have left to put money is in high dividend yielding stocks. And so that's going to push value stocks higher, okay? Or growth in income sector will go higher long term. Why? Because there's no interest rates fundamentally in the bond or banking market, correct? Okay, so that's usually what happens. And again, this isn't financial advice. This is just a discussion on cyclical economics and why I've sold Olin. If the stock is really good, and I believe it is, you can hold it if you want, do it. It's a great company. If you want to hold it, go for it. As long as you do your homework. I'm not doing homework on it anymore. I'm out. Okay, so if I want to buy Olin again, I will darn sure make sure I go over their financials again. Okay, but I'm out because it's only paying me a 3% dividend yield. And I can quadruple that dividend and get faster equity return playing the oil sector while it's beaten up. Okay, and so that's where I've gone. Now, I'm not buying oil stocks. Please know and hear me on this. I'm not buying any shale, anything to do with shale other than refiners and pipelines. That's it. But I'm not buying the oil companies themselves, other than ExxonMobil. I jumped in at a very good price. It's way up now. I've already got a 50% return on that, so I don't suggest maybe running out and doing that. However, the dividend yield is still quite nice on ExxonMobil. But it's a wonderful infrastructure play with pipelines, refining capability, and a lot of other things. And they also dabble in biofuel, believe it or not. So, and I've bought, and as you know, I bought Valero. I got it down around 40, I think. It's already at almost 60 today, I think it was. Great play again, 50% return, above 10% dividend yield, and again, United States infrastructure refining play. Okay, so, and I'll give you a list that I bought just so you see what I'm doing. It's not advice again. This is just what I did, and I'm very happy with all my plays during this economic chaos we've gone through as a result of COVID. So, and I'll do that. But Olin, I wanted to make sure that I got this video out because I've sold Olin and I didn't tell you that. Okay, I made my 170% profit and I jumped. Why? Because the dividend yield now at this price is so low. That's why. I can do better somewhere else. And again, this isn't advice. This is just what I'm doing. I sold and I bought another stock that had been beaten down unfairly. It was a real good value. It paid me a 12% dividend yield. And I bought that with that. And now I've quadrupled my long-term dividend income from the play. And that's really what I wanted to get out on this video, how I play the numbers, how I do things. I've studied some of the masters of finance, and I'm older now, so I'm very conservative, and I really don't want to spend all day in the markets trading. What I want to do is make long-term plays that I can leave alone and let grow over time, as long as they're good, solid corporations paying me a really good dividend yield. At my age, this is where I want to go, okay? So I'm not playing Olin anymore, not because it's not a great company, in my opinion. I just think the growth's going to be slower from here. And the dividend yield is, 1/4 of what I can get playing some other stocks, okay, that have some good growth potential once we get back to a full-blown economy again, okay? So that's kind of what I wanted to do on this video. I didn't want to leave you hanging there on Olin. You're probably happier than hell. And remember, you all owe me dinner. Anybody who played this stock from my video, you guys owe me dinner. 170% profit in about 3.5 months. I mean, come on, man, right? Okay, so, and I'll get into other things, what I'm buying, what I'm looking at, and what I want to jump on that I think is going to yield me some serious fruit going forward. As you see, Bitcoin has hit 30,000 recently. I'm out staying away now. I think it's just too hot. Way too hot. Okay, gold and silver are back up. Gold's at 19, 20 something. Silver's at 25.5, 27 on your numbers that you see, 25.5 on what I see. Okay, so it's back to where I sold before. So I'm staying away from gold and silver too in the markets. Okay, it doesn't mean I'm still not holding. I'm just not playing the markets in gold and silver at this time. And should the economy recover, I think certain things are going to come under pressure, okay? But right now, that's what I wanted to get out in this video. Olin, we made 170%. Take a look at your portfolio with regards to Olin now, and make sure this is what you want to do, or do you want to go jump into something that's going to pay you 4 times the dividend yield, right? With potential growth going forward should the economy get back to normal now that we have a vaccine and all that other stuff. Of course, we don't know how any of this is going to play out, do we? I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing, okay? So that, and I didn't want to leave you hanging again one last time. I wanted you to know I've sold Olin now. I've taken my money, my profits, and I've run so that I can get a better dividend yield somewhere else. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're blessed. I hope that you're staying healthy and that your family is making it through this time. And if you've been affected by this period, bless your hearts. And, I'm praying for you. Many are praying for everybody out there. So, try and have some activities such as this, bike riding, other things that will keep you busy, keep your mind off the negativity, and get you into positive momentum, such as making money, right? Hope you're all doing well. Be blessed. Jim out.